Hi, Graham Park here from Shooters Union. Fantastic news. Queensland has an election. Saturday, November 25th, we get to vote. We get to vote the major parties out. We get to get rid of people, elitists that tell us what to do and what we can't do. If we get off our backsides and do something. We've all spent years complaining about what we don't like. And I don't like it, and you don't like it, and a whole lot of people don't like it. And not just about shooting, about a whole lot of things. So now's our shot, and figuratively, now's our chance to vote them out. And let's just flick them. We've got an interesting situation in Queensland. Going to give you some solutions, what we can do. We at Shooters Union are really excited. Best chance we've had in 20, 30 years to really shake up the system and get some sensible people into office who will look after Queenslanders and look after the place. Listen to what people need and put into power reasonable things for reasonable people. So let's go. First, let's look at who's running, who's not. Shooters Fishers do a wonderful job. They're not running in Queensland at this election. Wish they were, but they're not. So don't even think about it. They are not running in this election. Talked to Clem Wheatley, the head of Shooters and Fishers, just a couple of days ago. They're very supportive of putting the majors last and supporting a local Katter or One Nation candidate or good independent. Liberal Democratic Party, David Leyonhjelm's lot, very, very, very supportive, good people with gun policies. They're not running. They're not registered. Talked to their top people, and including David Leyonhjelm himself, recently. They just won't be in this state race in Queensland. Unfortunate, but true. So get that out of the mind. So let's look at what we've got that's actually running candidates and who's got a chance of winning electorates. KAP will be running in probably 10 or 15 seats. They have some real seats they've got a real chance in. If you get a chance to support them, they've supported firearm owners tirelessly. They've gone to the mat time and time again. One Nation in Queensland, Steve Dixon, since he's been leader in Queensland, has gone to the mat time and time again. You saw him vote against the LNP and against Labor and with KAP recently on both the Category H for farmers and the lever action shotgun debacle where the LNP decided to support Labor. So One Nation, KAP, between them, we've identified there's at least 19, 20 seats in Queensland that could change hands and move away from the major parties. They won't all, but that's got a realistic chance, and we can make a difference. So rather than just complaining, we can make a difference. What can we do? That's the next part. Okay, what we can do is we can do one of two things, and we can do both. First, we can get in and help a local candidate before the election. They have all sorts of tasks and jobs they can do. They're not looking for your money. They're looking for a bit of support, a bit of effort, even if it's just an hour or two here or there before the election. Give them a hand. They want to help us. Let's help them. And the more shooters they go, say, hey, I came down here because I'm a firearm owner, I'm a responsible legal firearms owner, and I'm sick of being pushed around. Let them know why you're there and say, I'm here to help. What can I do? You want me to hand something out? You want me to do something? That's the first thing before the election. And then on election day, especially the minor parties like KAP and One Nation desperately need people to hand out how to vote cards, forms, at the polling booths. There's a lot of polling booths, and the major parties have major advantage because they get lots and lots of people and they bus them in to hand out how to vote cards at the polling booths. We need as many firearm owners as possible to put your hand up and volunteer. Go help these great candidates that want to change Queensland for the better, not just about guns, but about lowering electricity prices, about listening to regional Queensland finally, about all these different things, basically just having a more democratic Queensland. And get in and give them a hand. How can Shooters Union help you do that? What do? Okay, at the bottom of this video, you're going to be seeing a login going across the screen. Go to that web address and you'll be able to log your name and contact details, and what postcode or electorate you're in will come up when you go to log into there, and you will have the choice of saying, I want to help before the election, or I want to help on the election day, or I want to do both, and you'll be able to do that. Commit some time. We're not asking for your money. We're asking for a couple of hours of your time. Just get out and help these guys. You know, just do a little bit. It's a great thing. You get to meet some great people and give them a hand. See what you can do to support them, especially on election day with the how to vote cards, but also before the election. They need people to hand things out, get things out, write letters to the editors of local papers if you're in that area. I mean, it's no use writing letters to the editor from the other side of the state. Papers want to put something up that's local. Social media, everything else. There's some great campaigns out there about putting the major parties last. There seems to be a movement across Queensland right now that we're sick of being told what to do by the Brisbane elite, of whether it's from the Labor Party or the LNP, of, oh, let's spend all our money on cross river tunnels, let's do this, let's do that, for people that live within 5 kilometres of that. So go to this address you see on there. If you're willing, do us a favour, give a couple of hours, do yourself a favour. Don't give us a favour, do yourself a favour. You don't like the laws the way they are. Let's get more reasonable laws, and not just about firearms, but about a lot of things, because all that comes from is listening to the people that vote them in. Thank you very much. We're really looking forward to the next 4 weeks of this campaign. Let's get out there. Let's support the candidates in the KAP and One Nation that are doing things to listen more to people. And let's put Labor last, Liberals, LNP last, or put them next to last. Yes, the LNP is slightly better than Labor on firearm issues, so put them second last if you want, and Labor last. One last thing, the Greens. People always say to me, oh, we got to put the Greens last always. The Greens don't have a hope of winning a seat in Queensland except in one electorate, and that's Jackie Tradd's electorate in South Brisbane. Honestly, does it really matter? Whether it's her or a Green, I don't know. She acts like a Green to me. If you live in South Brisbane, put the Greens last. But anywhere else, it really doesn't matter, because it's the major parties you want to put last, so that the preferences cannot flow to them, that they get used up by pro-firearm candidates like KAP and One Nation, and any good independents you find in your area, which we won't know about. But you may personally know of. Anyway, have a great one. Do yourself a favour. Click in, give a couple of hours to a candidate that's going to listen to you.